Hey everyone! Get ready for a heartfelt read as we talk about Ethel Kennedy's untimely death today. It's so heartbreaking, I can assure you, that you'll want to read it all the way through to the conclusion. The tale of Ethel Kennedy's life, which was a tornado of love, sorrow, and fortitude, has influenced history. She is best known for being the widow of Robert F. Kennedy, but you will be amazed at how much more she has accomplished in her life. Let's begin. Ethel Kennedy was born on April 11, 1928, in Chicago. She grew raised in a big, wealthy Catholic family before moving to Greenwich, Connecticut. While on a ski vacation in 1945, she met Robert F. Kennedy, who his friends called Bobby, when she was just 17 and he was 20. Sparks flew. By 1950, they were married in a spectacular wedding in Greenwich, arranged by her roommate, Bobby's sister Jean Kennedy. They moved to the large Virginia mansion of Hickory Hill and started raising a family of 11 children. That sounds like a fairy tale, doesn't it? But the shadows were already starting to show. President John F. Kennedy, Bobby's brother and Ethel's brother-in-law, was killed in Dallas in 1963, marking the first significant setback. Carrie was Ethel's 9th child at the time, and the loss saddened the Kennedy family as a whole. She supported Bobby when he became Attorney General and Senator, keeping the family close. The real gut punch, however, came on June 5, 1968. Bobby, a presidential contender, was shot dead at the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles shortly after winning the California primary. Ethel, who was expecting their 11th child, Rory, was on the kitchen floor watching her husband bleed to death. She was left to raise a large family alone after becoming a widow at the age of 40. Can you imagine that weight? Ethel gave birth to Rory in December 1968, just a few months after Bobby was buried at Arlington National Cemetery. "I pretty well lived in the moment," she told People in 2012, drawing strength from her Catholic faith. However, the strikes persisted. When Bobby died, her son David was just 13 years old. He developed a drug addiction and overdosed in a Palm Beach hotel in 1984 when he was 28 years old. When her 39-year-old son Michael died in an Aspen skiing accident in 1997, 6 children were left behind. Mary Richardson Kennedy, Ethel's daughter-in-law, killed herself in 2012, and her granddaughter Saoirse Kennedy Hill overdosed in 2019 at the age of 22. That devastating sum was too much for most individuals to take. Her own parents? Her father George passed away in a flying accident in 1955, and her mother Anne perished in a plane catastrophe 2 years later. Ethel's brother George Jr. perished in a plane accident in 1966, and her nephew John F. Kennedy Jr., his wife and sister-in-law perished in a disaster in 1999. Tragic events, including plane crashes, overdoses, assassinations, and accidents, appear to have afflicted her family line. However, Ethel persevered, and in 1968 she founded the Robert F. Kennedy Center for Justice and Human Rights to honor Bobby's memory. By parenting her children, Kathleen, Joseph, Robert Jr., David, Courtney, Michael, Carrie, Christopher, Max, Douglas, and Rory, with grace and fortitude, she transformed misery into purpose. Ethel, now 96, suffered a stroke while she was sleeping in October 2024. After struggling for days at Cape Cod Hospital with her loved ones by her side, she died on October 10th. X was informed of the news by her daughter Carrie, who called her a wonderful grandmother. Presidents Biden, Obama, and Clinton paid tribute to her at a memorial service in Washington, D.C., where Stevie Wonder sung her out a week later. A time of unimaginable sadness came to an end on November 25th, 2024, when she was buried next Bobby at Arlington. The sadness remained, however, when Carrie disclosed on Instagram that her dog Bellini was brutally mauled to death on a Hyannisport beach a few hours after Ethel's death. Ethel's life was tragic, but she was also a firecracker. She fought hard, enjoyed jokes, and navigated storms. A hero in her own right, Biden said at her funeral, while Obama said she had suffered more heartbreak than most of us could bear. 11 children, countless losses, and a history built on ashes. You can't help but feel the weight of it all. However, she told People that her religion and present moment living helped her get through it. The tragedy of Ethel Kennedy is especially devastating because it chronicles the story of a woman who persisted in the face of life's incessant defeats. Do you think you could shine through that much loss? Please share your thoughts. I'm reading every remark you leave. Please click the like button, subscribe, and tap the bell for future stories if this one touched you. I'll see you later.